Let's go!
Hold on a second. This is what everyone's talking about right now, and I have not actually seen this trailer or the specs yet. It's crazy what a baby will do. Let's see. So, the tiny Xbox. Yes, it looks like a speaker. Yeah, we pulled that. That's easy enough to conclude that it does look like a speaker. Oh god, I'm gonna get DMCA'd. Oh no. Yeah, what? That's either the... I mean, it obviously is a huge fan. More airflow than you possibly could ever imagine. But it looks like an awkward subwoofer. Somebody was saying on Twitter that this is a 1080p box, right? That this is the Xbox Series X, but it doesn't go all the way up to 4K, that it goes up to 1080p. All digital, so no discs. Next gen frame rates. Okay, so this still will do, this still will do HFR. I like how they're showing it says optimized for next gen, and we're seeing, okay, there was two not next gen games. For a moment there, I was like, oh, it does 14. Oh, wait, it's a 4K media player, but the games are running at 1440p upscaled. Huh. Variable refresh rate, well, that makes a lot of sense. All digital. That's actually pretty huge, dude. I don't know if you guys know, but you don't need 4K. None of y'all need 4K. I'm gonna break it to you. You don't really need 4K at all. 1440p at up to 120 FPS. That's pretty good. And even 4K upscaled from 1440p is pretty good looking. To be honest, chat, most of the 4K games you play now do that already. The majority of games you're playing kind of do that already. Is there a price on this thing? Oh, it's 300. It's 300? You're telling me it's doing everything that the Series X is doing except 4K and it's only 300? Okay, 512 gigabyte SSD. Well, there you go. There's the reason right there. Smaller SSD. But still, well, I know the Series X most likely was gonna be, well, is it confirmed that the Series X is 500? Even so, I don't even think I'm getting a Series X anymore. Like, unless I can upgrade, oh, actually, I don't know if I will be able to upgrade the SSD. Actually, damn it, dude, the SSD might be a big deal. That's pretty crazy that it's still running 1440p. Huh. This seems almost too good to be true. Right? 3 times weaker GPU compared to the Series X. 3 times weaker. Okay. So it's 1/3 of the Series X power. Oh, okay. That's starting to make I mean, if that's true, that's starting to make sense. But I don't know if we've actually seen that in action yet, right? Like, we haven't actually seen games in comparison on one to the other. Yeah, I don't know if that comparison is... I mean, I can definitely say if, like, numbers are cranking down, then yeah, maybe there's gonna be less teraflops on this thing. But obviously, it's gonna have a lot of the next-gen abilities that the Series X has, even if it is less teraflops. Just because the nature of the upgrade of hardware, right? Very curious. That is insanely competitive, right? And I heard about, like, if you get a system, if you buy, like, Xbox One X Game Pass, it's cheap. Like, it's what, like 30 bucks a month or something like that? And that seems extremely competitive as well. 25? 15? Shut up. 25. Okay, 25 sounds about right. For Games Pass, that's pretty nuts. Game Pass is 15? What the hell? Dude, okay, Microsoft is making some of the hard decisions. Wow, if Game Pass is 15 and the console itself is 300, that is ridiculously competitive. That is like early 2000s level of competitive. Like, the fact that Games Pass per month technically costs less than memory cards do back in, like, PlayStation 2 era. Okay, so here's the thing. I think it's extremely competitive. I think it looks ugly. However, you know what? This thing fits in my logistical formation of video game systems a lot better than the Series X does. I don't know where I'm gonna be putting that big ass toaster. I don't know where that thing's gonna go over there. I don't. Initially, I'm gonna put this thing on its side, right? And have the speaker facing up and just put it amongst all my other consoles because from its side, it looks like an Xbox One X, but white. It doesn't fix the issue that, like, the Xbox doesn't have any inherent really big next generation games that I'm super excited about. They just don't, right? That's like the problem with Microsoft at the moment, is that they do not have the thing that I'm looking for, which is games to make me want to buy the system. Sony doesn't either. I disagree. Demon Souls and Spider-Man aggressively disagree. And for the sake of like getting me away from my Series X, I'm like a different story. But for a lot of people, right? For a lot of people that are looking for like bang for your buck, this thing is nuts. I'm kind of shocked that they went with that low of a price point, much less that competitive of an asking price for their Game Pass. There was rumors that Microsoft and Xbox were going to reduce the price of Xbox Live to be included in Game Pass. Is that also a thing? It's now included. Well, there you go. Okay, well, it's obvious that Microsoft's trying to get pretty competitive because they know that Sony has the exclusives, right? Sony's got these really big exclusives that are garnering a lot of attention, especially going forward with PS5. So Microsoft is doing whatever they possibly can to make their entire library, or a huge amount of playable games, available on their system at launch, even though it's not going to be the majority of exclusives that are available, you know, between every system. Because, like, whatever, the Assassin's Creeds or the Call of Duties or whatever, no, those games don't even really count, in my personal opinion, because they're gonna be on everything. The big thing is the fact that they are getting so aggressive in their pricing. And I don't know how they're doing it with this system, even though it's like 1/3 the GPU of what's gonna be running in the Series X. That's a big deal. Running the games at 1080 to 1440p, even at higher frame rates, to still have all the other next-gen tech available. It's just that your hard drive isn't as big, and obviously it doesn't have a disk. That's pretty nuts. Yeah, I gotta give Microsoft credit on this. They're not doing it for me with the games of their next-generation efforts. They're not doing it with me with the games. But this is good for everybody. You gotta. Like, it's not me that they should be trying to impress, right? Granted, I like Killer Instinct and a few other weird-ass old Sega Microsoft games and stuff like that. They shouldn't be trying to impress me. They should be going for making this thing as good of a deal as possible for the majority of people that can't afford shit, right? How long did I go only be able to afford like 1 or 2 games a year just because shit's expensive? That cost-effective aspect, especially with, you know, how expensive things are today, is really crazy. A 1440p box that does everything next gen, just less storage space for $300 is really aggressively competitive. And this is why this is good, right? This is the thing that I don't think Sony is going to be perturbed by this. I don't think they are going to make any adjustments to what their shit is going to cost. However, competition is a good thing. Sony cannot be the only big next-gen name out there, because Nintendo hasn't been next-gen for a very long time. They've always been like 1 gen behind, and it's been that way since the friggin' Wii. So, all things considered, Sony can't become as anti-consumer as they were in the PlayStation 3 era. I don't want them to be that way. There's a lot of great games on the PS3, but that system had a rough time at the start, man. It was rough, and the PS4 was the answer to all of that, and look what happened. The PS4 is amazing. I hope that Xbox sticks around. I hope that Xbox eventually gets the big exclusives that would have me interested, much less a lot of other people that would be interested in Sony stuff interested. Because at this buy-in price, that's ridiculously competitive, dude. I'm actually very impressed. I'm actually very impressed.